always hard for me to pin down an exact thing that got me into photography, because people ask me all the time, and I don't really have a clear answer, but I think it was a combination of several different forces in my life kind of converging. One of them was that my dad was a photographer for many years, and he's a very technical photographer. He was a scientist as well, so him just seeing his photographs as I was growing up, and then when I first started getting a camera, him teaching me the technical stuff was really helpful. And then just as a skateboarder, growing up with skating, there's always cameras around, and you kind of want to learn how to either shoot video or photos to get photos of each other doing tricks or whatever. So that was a part of it. But I think the biggest thing was actually one of my best friends, Brian Derbala. We grew up skating together, and he started this blog called Love Brian, and I was one of the founding members of that, and it was just basically like us taking snapshot pictures of our life and putting it out there on the internet. But through doing that, we both wanted to take better pictures for our blog, and so we got nicer cameras and stuff, and that, I think, was actually the main catalyst for both of us to get into photography, and it's now completely consumed both of our lives. And throughout that, we talk. He lives in New York now, but we talk about once a week or so for like a couple of hours about photography, and we've heavily influenced each other, so we've really gone through it together, which has been awesome. So I decided to take on another personal project in Cherokee, which was probably kind of crazy for a lot of reasons. One is that I don't really have time to do it, and two, I have a lot of other personal projects that are unfinished, and three, Cherokee's a difficult and sensitive place to try to work. But I spent a week there recently, stayed in a hotel, and just met a lot of people and started to try to figure out what the story would be there. And today, I got the opportunity to go back to Cherokee for WNC Magazine, and that was nice. They kind of got me some leads and some contacts into some people that I wanted to meet anyway, and into some aspects of the story that I was having trouble getting access to myself. So that was good. Today we spent the day kind of checking out the Oconaluftee Indian Village, which is like a reenactment village, which kind of ties into what I'm working on in my personal project too, just showing how the tourism industry affects the people living there, and how they choose to represent themselves to tourists, and then how they also just how they live their life outside of that. So I'm trying to tie in a whole lot of different ideas into a very, very broad, very long-term project, but it's just kind of piecing together a little bit at a time.